Hello, 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 my lovely peoples. Um, Sorry I've not been on for a couple of days. I did 2 trips to the hospital yesterday. I went and saw him, grabbed the clothes, took him back to his flat, stuck him in the wash and in the tumble dryer, and took him back some clean t-shirts, socks, pants, the things it need, his slippers. Um, but he's doing well. But he's still not 100% compass mentis. Um, I put that down to the free slow release morphine tablets they're giving him and Oromorph on top, which I'm not complaining about that. I must say I have a newfound respect for the NHS because they truly do try to help. They've done everything. It turns out now that my dad's got type 2 diabetes, which I wasn't surprised at that because diabetes does run in my family. Um, my cousin, I believe, had problems with her sugar level, and I explained to my dad what it is like type 2 because he'd never heard of type 2. He just thought you had it, but I was like, no, that's where you've taken in too much sugar and your spleen or whatever it is that creates insulin, it's gone on overdrive. So now they need to regulate that. Bless him, he's got a chest infection. He had the chemo, and then yeah, he had the chemo, and then he literally went back to the ward, and the very next day I was told he's got a chest infection. So this is what I don't want him coming out of hospital. Yesterday I saw him, with the nurses. He was like, I'm depressed. I want to go home. And they were like, look, well, we got to run these tests and this and that. And I'm like, Dad, you're in the right place. Think of how you felt in your home and you couldn't get down them stairs and the grief it was giving you. So, you know, he said, no, I accept it fully. I accept the help. And he said, I finally let go. She's brilliant news. Like, just let go with life. Because I'm having to push him about everywhere in the wheelchair, like to take him down because he wants a bit of fresh air and a cigarette and maybe a crafty little myth, a little one skinner. Um, Not all the time, but sometimes he does want. And yeah, we had a real good laugh. And like he said, stop trying to make plans for everything because plans fall through at the last minute. They always do. Look at Second World War. They had every contingency, every plan in place. They thought they covered all bases, but as soon as their arse hit that sand and the first bullet was shot, all plans went out the window. And I was like, yeah, it's a very good point. So, but on a brighter note, my friend Lucy, she's messaged me this morning. She's gonna come and see me tomorrow. Sweetheart, she's gonna come and see me. That sweetheart. Nan Taylor. That's what I do. That's my little bit on the wall to come in, pop in. Hello, sweetheart. Come see you, sweetheart. Just try and have a laugh. But the nurses are really nice. Um, I'm not gonna lie and say, I mean, he's compass mentis. Don't get me wrong. You ain't gonna slip anything past him or do a crafty. He knows where everything is and that. But sometimes when I'm talking to him, he comes out with things that don't make any sense to the conversation. And I don't know if that's just him thinking aloud and thinking and speaking it out loud. But a few times yesterday, I was like, doesn't make sense, my guy. Like, father, what's going on? But I think that's down to the meds because he knows what he's got around him. Bought him a new set of headphones, Sony, 45 quid in the hospital. 45 quid. I nearly have kittens, I did. I was like, what? My dad was like, Amber, you got to pay for quality because they had some other ones down there for 35 quid. And he said, no, get them ones. And they got 50 hours um, use, they're Bluetooth. I know that it ain't really great Bluetooth and it's probably going to make the side of his neck because it's now, the lump is starting to go down that way, but it's spreading round to the back. You know what I mean? So now around the back is swollen, and that's not far off of the spinal cord. But we're all in positive spirits, and I'm just going to make as many memories as I can. Just like he said, why don't you just chill out and just be in the moment and enjoy it and make memories? And I'm like, yeah, that's what I need to do. Um, my dad's gonna let me do a bit of an interview on him, like nothing too crazy, just about the NHS, how they've acted, how he feels, you know, how he was feeling. And he said, yeah, that 100% I'll do it. So we'll get my dad's perspective on it as well, which I think is brilliant. But I'm not going to go and see him today because, like I say, I went up there in the morning and then I went back to his flat, put some wash on, put it in the tumble dryer, got him some his slippers, his clean t-shirts, socks, pants, you know, all of this because he's got two pair of extra joggers there as well as the ones he's got on, so he's comfortable. And I took that stuff back obviously, and we went back outside for a little smoke, and he's starting to give me advice, like good, solid advice. You know, the things I've needed to hear from my dad. You know, he told me he's really proud of me. You know, he said, I don't know much about YouTube, I don't know much about the numbers, but his statistics, I know that that's not bad for someone that's just started. And I told him the truth. I said, you was the muse for me starting. Um, because yes, my dad and everybody goes through losing a parent. I am not special in any way, shape, or form in that. But it's like that's the last generation that really remembers the world how it was, you know. And I just don't resonate with this world the way that it is. I just don't. With the social media and the fakeness and the putting on characters. Why? Why do you need to do that? People, I don't understand. Like, I'm not slating anyone. I'm not saying or trying to make anybody feel bad that does it. But we'll never get to know each other properly, you know, if that's the case. Because I think people prefer you just to be real and to know what to expect. You know, there's no hatred in my heart for anyone. I want us to unite. There is so many beautiful things about our black brothers and sisters that we could learn. And there's things they could learn from us. You know, don't get me wrong. Um, but I think culture is there to be shared and to be, you know, celebrated. But I don't believe in taking over somebody's, you know, so it will always be credit where credit is due. And as you may have seen, I've put up some Bob Marley shorts because that man was a prophet. That man was very, very important, and that's why the CIA got rid of him. If you listen to the song Rat Race, he says in there, and Rasta don't work for no CIA. Yeah, so he'd already been approached. The man was so amazing in Jamaica in the 70s. The political thing, there was two parties and they were fighting. I mean, fighting, shooting each other, killing. At night they were pulling up, you know what I mean, pulling stuff up to block their roads off. You know, it was that bad. Or, you know, it kind of still is, but not. Um, I think that us British, we should give them all their land back in Jamaica because we have ripped it apart. We're mining it. Most of it's being mined for a mineral in Jamaica, and there's only certain places where, like Jah Rastafari, you know, and the Rasta people that have said, nah, you're not touching this land. We grow our food, you know, we put back into the land, and that is something that resonates with me. I don't want to lock my hair up because I don't like when people think, oh, you're trying to steal someone else's culture. No. Even Bob Marley said, you know, if you don't have a choice, you know, of course you can be a Rasta if you're white. But if you have a choice, you best be black. So, you know, and he was mixed race. His dad was white. His dad only saw him like 3 times, and because he wasn't full breed of black, I suppose, he got picked on a lot. So he moved up into the mountains with his grandmother. Um, and then, I mean, there's a documentary. Most people will know this stuff. And then Bunny Wailer, his dad, got with Bob Marley's mum. So they were like brothers. That's where the Bob Marley and the Wailers came from. Because before that, they were the Wailing Wailers. And they were very sort of scar, short hair, sort you know, suits. And then when Emperor Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari was crowned King of Kings, Lord of Lords, reigning tribe of Judah, man walked with lions, literally, to the point where our royal family, our queen, bowed knee to Emperor Haile Selassie. Yeah? Rastafari, Prince Tafari. Ras means prince. So, Prince Tafari. Um, and he was a very loving, kind man. And apparently, when Rita, Bob's wife, was 16, went running down to the crowd of where he was being all like obviously coronated or whatever it was, and he was being paraded through the street in an open top limousine. And she said, I watched this man and he literally waved like that to every single person. He caught eye contact with them and waved. And she said, and when he looked at me and he waved, I saw the marks in his hands. You know, like what they say, like with dogma, with the marks from obviously the crucifixion and in the feet. And she said he had them marks in his hands. And she ran home and she was like, this is it. He's King of King, Lord of Lord. He is. He is the most royal left. if our Queen and Philip bowed knee to Emperor Haile Selassie Jah Rastafari. Yeah? So I'm trying to put a bit of a message out, we need to unite. We need to. They they keep red rumming our prophets, our true prophets, and he believed that he could go around the world and he could conquer people with music and love. And it's the right way to be. And he was such a wise man. And I promise you, if there was anyone I could sit down at a table, there's two people that I want to sit down at a table, both of them are past, and break bread and have a meal. One of them is Bob Marley. Ah, it's my friend Lucy. What's she saying? Hold on. Hold on. Forward to it too. 20 years of stories to catch up on. LOL. I'll aim for around one-ish. I'll message you when I'm on my way. Sweet. So, like I say, Lucy's coming around tomorrow. And, yeah, that's going to be fun. I'll probably get some of our conversations. But I don't know if she might want to be on camera, she might not. I'm not gonna shove it in her face and be like, be on camera with me, bitch. Please make me look good. But she might be like, no, don't show my face, but we can have a chat on live, you know what I mean? And talk about stuff. So that's really perked me up because she was she was my best she was my bestie. Like, hello twin, where have you been? Nobody knows me like you know me. You know what I'm saying? Them type of vibes. We knew each other inside out, and it's my fault. I pushed a lot of people away. I did, and I shouldn't have done that. So, my dad, like I say, I've done my little bit about Bob Marley, and well, like I say, if I want to sit down, it'd be Bob Marley at the table to break bread with and ask him questions, and the other one would be Muammar Gaddafi because his people loved him. They loved him. You look at the American president, he's in, a motorcade that's bomb proof, bulletproof, yeah, called the Beast and all that. It's got smoke on the back, oil slick, whatever it's got to do to get away. But yet you see Gaddafi, before the Clintons did what they did, he was hanging out the top of his, limo waving to everyone. There weren't no like attempted assassinations. There wasn't nobody. Do you get where I'm coming from? So I'm like, what the? Hold on, let me move because I'm sinking. Because it's a memory foam mattress. I'm sinking. And, ooh, face right in the screen. Um, yeah, you know what I mean? His people loved him and he gave so much to his people from the oil reserves. He gave them all a percentage. So newlyweds, they got, I don't know if they got a house or 50 grand or something like that towards the house, free daycare, all sorts of stuff. Just Google it. Please, guys, Google it. Don't just trust me. I know what I'm talking about and I'd never bring you lies, but Google it, please, so you know, like, where I'm coming from. And Clinton did that, you know. It's disgusting, all because she probably had people to do deals with to cream the cream off the top, you know what I mean? So, this is why I'm like, please, people, we need to unite. Let's not let the bad apples of the bunch keep triggering us. because the more and more these people are triggering us, the more and more we're starting to get angry again. And I don't want us to go down that road of back. We can't go backwards. We just can't. Please, guys. You know, love one another for them. Don't put expectations on them. Don't expect them to be, a savior or a high and mighty or any of that. People are just people. Some people just care a little bit more than others. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's hard. But my dad is in the best place. I'm happy with that. I mean, I must have lost like at least a third of a stone yesterday pushing him around in that wheelchair, because they got ramps and stuff that you have to go up. And it was, so another week or so of that, and I probably will have lost a good stone and a half. I've already lost 3/4 of a stone, so, and I'm noticing that, my sides are starting to go in. I'm getting that hourglass figure again because I've got wide hips anyway. I don't know where I got onto that. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to Lucy coming, and we've got so much to catch up on. Like, and there's some random stories. Like, there's a story time I want to tell about this guy from around that area. He's called Brad. I'm not going to say his surname, but he was a nutcase. He started getting tattoos all over his head. He was a speed head, but base speed, not the methamphetamines. And for many, many years he was like it. And I remember he owed people money, like quite a bit of money for the snow snowing. And they come down and collared him and cut his ear literally in half, so it's two pieces. And I woke up, went downstairs, and he was on my sofa with head wrapped around in a million and one bandages. You know what I mean? And it was literally his ear, and now it's just two pieces. And he just goes woo and moves it. So we're not. I don't come from a place where you FA and you definitely find out. So what I'm trying to say, I come from such a very aggressive, negative, low vibration, and I just can't. And I'm learning to be myself fully, and it doesn't matter that I've got a heart. When people don't reciprocate, I don't cry myself to sleep. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, cool, no worries. All right. Especially when I know that I can see what's going to happen and I can almost predict. And I'm like, listen, you crack on, because I don't ever spin the block. I don't. When I'm done, I'm done, and I'm adult and I'm mature enough to not throw sly digs and stuff. You know what I mean? But thank you for letting me know that you triggered, and I'll keep talking in my monotone voice. Yeah, because normally when you're trying to get something across coherently, yeah, you're not like Tasmanian devil. You know what I mean? It's just not. We're two completely different people. At, just in every way, shape or form. You say certain people say they're spiritual and they're far from spiritual. They're not in tune with their own body, where they don't even know the energy and energy mixes, and we all have a field around us, and some people come into that field, and and it gives you an energy boost, both of you, and some people you walk away and you're drained. And I don't like that. There's some people that are out there, well, quite a few, There's not any one particular. There's quite a few that I've noticed that can't control their emotions. So as soon as they feel like you've done something wrong to them, they switch up and act weird. They just act strange and, you know, try. And I've noticed people do try to wind you up, yeah, and the more that they wind you up, the happier they feel. And it's like, okay, so that's just another person you've pushed away, and you wonder why people don't stick around. So this channel is fully about, let's unite, let's show them that we can love each other, we truly can, and that we are prepared to stand together and not let the establishment, Babylon, tear us down anymore. Really, really is. I might do a little on a StreamYard because I think I can. A little watch party. A documentary on Bob Marley, and he's always been my hero. Always. Some people, he's just a reggae artist. Nah, you need to listen to his songs properly and the words he's saying. You know, and I have strong beliefs with him. You know, and nobody can ever say that he's racist. He's mixed race. You know, his dad's white, so, but unfortunately, they got him in the end, didn't they, with the Converse shoes with a needle in it, because he loved football, you know, and he kicked the ball and boom, he got a sharp pain, and there was blood there, and then all of a sudden it was cancer, so that tells me it was cancer cells on the needle. And the doctor that he had, I think it was something like Dr. Finkelstein. Don't quote me on that. And he was an ex-Nazi doctor. You know what I mean? So, oh look, that's my shelf. You see up there? Let me see if I can point it out. Right there, that box there with the gold on it, that's a blonde hair dye. Now, I am strongly considering just dyeing my hair blonde because I was going to let the highlights grow out, but it's like looking that dirty blonde, you know what I mean? I just want to go blonde again. I think blonde suits me better. I was always blonde as I was younger, and I just got darker as I got older. So I don't know if I'll do that tomorrow, but probably the next day, Sunday. And yeah, that's it, people. Really, just want to come on and say love yourselves, love each other, make a difference. Do not let social media and all of these, you know, sometimes I think that people do put, you know, bad things that happen between other races, like arguments or whatever, to anger you, to make you side. Please don't let the scale tip the other way. Guys, if you understand what I mean, you know, please just don't. And to some of you out there, you have so much more worth than you realise. And you don't have to try and sell yourself in the way that you're trying to sell yourself. Because you're an intelligent person. You know what I'm talking about. You don't need to flaunt your body to get attention. You need to just go back to being you. And I do wish you absolutely all the best. I really do. It's just I don't have time and patience to play silly games. I just don't. and it's like deep down and I know, and that's why I would never come on and try to embarrass you or try to slate you or because unless you come on and you start, yeah, then I'm coming back and all's fair in love and war. So, but please, I've got nothing against you, nothing. It's just that I realise that you are not going through a hard time. This is a repeat cycle for you. That's all. I came in when you was at a lower point and I tried to boost and be a good moderator and stuff and I wanted to help you. But like you do say to people, "Ah, I don't give a fuck about your life. If you want to go and talk about whatever you want to talk about, go and start a channel." So that's what I did, and I didn't use you, not once. Not once. I didn't even use your hashtag. I never used you once. Because I told you at the time your friendship means more to me than a YouTube channel. But you keep seeming to think that you created it and did it for me. But you didn't. You didn't. Even the people closest to you, they must have memories. They must know what went down and everything. So just forget about me, girl. Honestly, I'm not in any competition with you. I wish you all the best. I've got no problem. Really haven't. And it's kind of like, it's a bit disappointing because I thought you had a bit more emotional growth than that. You know, you are a nice person. Offline, you're a lovely person. But you need to learn how to control your impulse urges and your natural. If you just take 5 minutes, by the time the 5 minutes is over, you've calmed down. So, but, anyways, so I don't bore you with my monotone voice. Um, my mate Lucy's coming around tomorrow, and I'm buzzing for that because my dad's good. He's in the hospital. He had a bit of problems sorting out his mobile banking. He's done that now, so everything's toodaloo, happy days. He's quite happy. He's accepting. He's got to stay in there. And with each time I speak to him on the phone or whatever, he gives me a little bit more advice and a little bit more wisdom. And I said to him, "Do you mind if I won't put the camera on you? I'll just put the camera down so it's not on either of us, but go live and we have a conversation about things." My dad said, "Yeah, no worries." But yeah, please, anyone. I didn't start this to try to spite anybody. I didn't do this to get under anybody's skin. I just wanted to start a diary of this so I know I put everything how I was feeling and I can look back upon it. And thankfully, by the grace of the Almighty, I have been gaining subscribers. Um, so now it's time for me to kick into gear and show what I want to show and explain, about the unity that I'd love to see. And even us white people stop tearing white people down, black people stop tearing black people down. I don't think there seems to be much of that in the Asian or Arab. They tend to, I know the man's the man and all that, but um, yeah, that's it. So I'm not gonna go and see my dad today because he's got certain drips and that he's being put on. So um, I'm gonna let him rest because he did go out 2 times yesterday. and one of them was later at night. It was a bit chilly, so I had him fucking fleeced up, coat over. He couldn't put the arm in with a cannula, but he'd put his arm through one side, and then I had it tuck the arm under that arm. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting good with the wheelchair as well. It's a nifty little thing. So, my daughter's gonna come tomorrow as well and see Lucy, so that's gonna be good. Um, she's what, 8 years younger than um, Lucy's oldest. So yeah, happy days, people. That's it, really. I ain't got much to say. Ain't got much going on. You know what I mean? I've been out, had a little look about. Ain't much going on. Um, yeah, I will probably catch you either later on or tomorrow. I think I'll do a live with my mate Lucy. So wait for that. And yeah, be lucky, people. Please look after yourselves and especially others. If there's someone new on your street, or you can feel the body language that they're head down, they don't feel comfortable. Say good morning to them, make them feel a little bit comfortable. It's them little things that really do matter and can change somebody's personality. You know, they may feel really awkward where they've just moved in head down and you doing that. They're actually like, somebody acknowledged me. I'm not that, what I think in my head. So please, you know, the mind is a wonderful place. Um, you just have to learn. I'm gonna try and teach people anyway. I'm gonna try and teach in a very easy to grasp way for them to understand. Yes, we do have to give all glory to the Almighty, but is the Almighty what they said it was? That's all I'm saying. I am not doubting that there is Christ consciousness. So please don't ever misconstrue me. I asked my dad, I was like, well, with the touch of death that you had, do you feel any closer to God? And he said, oh, absolutely. He said, I'm leaning towards the side of God, you know. And I was quite taken aback. I said, well, even though I'm not necessarily a full on uh, Christian or anything. I mean, I know bits and bobs about the Bible, and most of it I've heard through people repeating it, but I'm definitely more spiritual because I do have some kind of gift, divination, intuition, gut feelings. I can see things happening before they happen, you know, and that's what I need to tap into. And that's what I will be tapping into. I will be spending my time meditating. Even Mark told me today, he says, spiritually, you have got a gift. So you need to work on that. And I'm like, absolutely, I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm very tired today. As you can probably see, my eyes won't even open. But it's just tiredness. But yeah, all good. I hope everybody's well. And I really do hope everybody, every single person that sees this has a good day and really, you know, has a good day and do your little bit of kindness and watch it come back to you because you'll be surprised. The more I've found that, the more I just say thank you for holding the door or, it comes around a lot more. it seems like the next time somebody just automatically holds the door. So it's just, you know, please and thank you, and no thank you, yes that yes please. It's just, it should come natural to some people, but they just don't anymore. And it is, my heart breaks, and I just want to see unity. You know, I want the truth to come out about the real history and the real people, because I already know, but I want them to come out with it and tell the truth that we all originated from black people. We did. We was black. But the continental Pangea drift drifted us away from the sun, and over, certain generations and all that, hundreds, thousands of years, we've become white because we don't need the melanin to protect our skin because we haven't got such harsh sun. Yeah, it's this, everything. Um, and most of the brilliant things that are used today were made by black people. They just had it stolen off of them for pennies, basically, and someone else patented it. So I am not stupid. This is what I'm trying to say. I know the truth. I don't live in the ignorant. Oh, white is grey, and that's it, and I'm a white. No, no, I don't play them games. I've got mixed race in my family, with brothers and stuff, and no, I've never. You're either smart or you're stupid. You can't pick one, So, anyways, I'm gonna go because I am. You could look at me. I could barely keep my eyes open, and maybe I'll see you later if there's any news. If not, you'll probably see me or hear me, or there'll be a video, or well, I think a live. I think we'll do a live. We'll just catch up in the kitchen. I'm gonna buy. That's what I said to her. I'll buy us a nice, lovely Costa coffee and a little cake and something, to eat, and just catch up in the kitchen and just. Oh, do you remember this? You remember that? But I am gonna get her to come on live with me, even if she don't show her face, because we'll have a laugh. But if she doesn't want to, I'm not gonna force her. But yeah, I'll definitely be getting some pictures of me and her together, and they'll be going up on my Facebook for sure. So, I mean, she don't look no different. She looks exactly the same as she did when we were teenagers. But then people say that to me. They say you don't look like you've changed at all. You just go like slimmer in the face, fatter in the face, slimmer. But don't forget, this is down to medication as well. And I am losing a lot of it. This was really bad. This was like that before, you know what I mean? But it's going. It is literally going on its own. So the little bit of exercise that I'm doing, that's what I'm saying. People can say whatever they like about me. I can lose weight. You'll always be a cunt. You know, it's in your nature. So, anyways, happy days, people. Peace, love, respect in the utmost manner, and be kind to yourselves, and also be kind to one another. You know, I know sometimes family's hard, it's frustrating, but just, yeah, that's them, and I just have to accept it. And then once you accept it, and you don't expect anything else, when they're different, it's nice, if you know what I mean. So, for all my glass is half full, not empty, people. Please smash the like. I'd like to get up into the algorithm because then I can talk more and I could do a stream yard and I'd love people to come and give their perspective. I am not an echo chamber and I'd love my black brothers and sisters, Asian brothers and sisters, Oriental brothers and sisters, you know, whoever to talk and to to say, well, hold on, no, this is why we feel this way because of this, or this was going on and it's only just stopped, or whatever. I would love to know more. I know enough, but I'd like to hear it more from the people, and even people from the UK. How downhill you think the UK's gone? You know, everything. I want it to be what people want to talk about. When I do the live, you write in the live chat something you want to talk about. Bosh, let's talk about it. We give it 5, 10, 15 minutes of the subject, whatever, depending on what it is. And then someone else might say, oh, well, what about this? Right, let's talk about this. So I want interaction with you, not be, because I just want numbers in it to look like everybody loves me. But I would like some input. That would be good. You know, just a little bit of input so I can veer. But I hope you all understand the sort of person I am now and what I want. I want unity. I do not want any competition. I am not in competition with nobody. Okay? Nobody. I have no problem with nobody. I just can't. I don't want to deal with people that play games that one day they feel one way, next day they feel next. It just, no, I ain't got time for that. No more time wasting. I'm on my journey. Let's get on this journey, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to hold me back with things. You know, things is good. Let's just see what go on. We just, let's just. Anyways, much love. I've already said it. Peace, love, and respect to everyone. Be kind to each other, and especially be kind to each other. And if you got a neighbour that you ain't seen for a few days and they're elderly, just give them a little tap and just make sure they're alright. Because at least in their mind, they will walk away and say, oh my God, somebody actually does think of me. You just don't know the power of one kind gesture can make, especially to homeless people. Even if you don't give them money, you just give them 5 minutes of their time to talk to. Maybe give them a cigarette, whatever, buy them a coffee and talk to them for 5 minutes. And by God, I've seen so many people just from that straighten themselves out because it's like, wow, somebody actually saw me. They didn't look at me. And that's another thing my dad said, just saying that. My dad said, people don't like the fact that you see through them, Amber. You see beyond the facade and you see the real them and they can't fake it with you. That's a problem with people. I'm genuine, but they're playing characters and, you know, anyway. Anyways, I'm fucking off ski, alright? Because I'm boring my own self now, so I've got to be boring you guys. Um, yeah, I'll catch up with you maybe later or definitely tomorrow morning. Alright? Ta-da! Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, please, guys. Please. Ta-da!